Oh look, I'm filming in my bedroom. It's like an old episode of Cribs. This is where all the magic happens. There is no magic. So I'm not going to say backed by popular demand, but I did make a promise that if I got a decent amount of views on my previous Nvidia Shield video, I would do a evaluation on the Chromecast with Google TV. So let's do that. We've got a whole situation brewing in here. Got the dog in here. Got the screen. I'm gonna have to do this handheld. I was all self-conscious about we keep a clock here. There's a clock, right? And did you ever see that old episode of The Simpsons where they make the Mona Lisa gummy bear, and then Homer gets in trouble because he grabs the gummy bear off the girl's butt, and then like he gets nailed for sexual harassment, and then like they chop him up in this interview to make him sound much more monstrous than he is, and the clock in the background keeps changing. And if you noticed, like when if you notice that when I do videos, I totally chop it up Casey Neistat style, so like you're gonna see the clock time changing, except that you can't see the clock because I'm blocking it. So I move the clock for nothing. Yeah, this video is getting off to a great start. All right, so what's the big gimmick of this one? Right, as I mentioned in the Nvidia Shield video, which I'll post in a link below, this Google Chromecast with Android TV, I am not going to say that. I'm just going to call it a Chromecast with a remote. The whole thing is it has a remote. Let's see if it... There we go. It's a cool remote. It's a remote that should feel familiar for anybody who uses a Fire TV. It's kind of the same thing, although it has... I'm going to blur this out again. Come on, autofocus. It's hunting. There we go. Volume control on the side. It feels very comfortable. It's a very natural place to put volume controls. I wish all remote controls would have this. But as a whole, I would say that this controller, while it is a vast and mighty improvement over the remote control-less original Chromecasts, it doesn't feel as good as the Nvidia controller. The Nvidia controller just feels sturdier, more well-built. This feels a little bit cheap, but again, for $50. That's the other gimmick on this thing. This thing's $50. The Nvidia device that I have is $200+. This thing is such a vast improvement, having a remote control on a Chromecast. You can actually use it. I don't even know where my phone is right now. It could be downstairs, it could be in my basement. I don't know where it is, but you know what? I can still watch TV. Tra-la-la. All right, look, I have an extra special helper before I got started on my full review. It's Ben, who's been threatening / promising to help me for a really long time. And now you're going to help me.
It's true. Very true.
Okay, so what do you like about the Google TV?
It's very fast and nothing loads slow. Like on the Fire TV, VRV is always slow loading. On this Google TV, it loads much faster. So I like that everything loads fast instead of slowly. I think it's easier to use than the other Fire TV remote.
One of the things that I like about the Google Chromecast versus the Nvidia Shield is it tries to do an integration of all of the services that you're using. So if you're noticing here, these movies are on a variety of different services. And you see at the bottom, I'll point it out. This says it's from Hulu. This says it's on HBO Max. This says it's on Netflix. So it blends different genres and different services. Besides a little bit of difference in the way that the menus and the shows present themselves, this is very much an Android TV experience. It's very similar to the Nvidia Shield. If you want access to your apps, they're at the top bar. You can scroll through and get all the things that you need. Is this thing the most responsive? No. But it's pretty damn good. And I have to say it's a lot snappier than the Fire TV cubes that I have and the Fire TV sticks that I have. This thing works and it's $50. And it has a remote control. I'm not going to belabor this. For $50, this thing is a no-brainer. You have access to all the apps that you could possibly want via the Google App Store. No weird restrictions on getting access to TV streaming services you want to use. The things update themselves. It works a lot better than the Fire TV, even though Fire TV does have HBO Max now. We're in the holiday season. This thing is a no-brainer. It's $50. Just go out and buy it. Don't stress about it. It works really well, doesn't take up any space, and it has a remote control. That's all I have to say about it. This is a no-brainer. Do it. Do it.